Big Bear is down about 10% in the last week. It's down 12% so far this week, and it's up 12% in the last month, up almost 100% in the last 3 months. So right now, Big Bear does look bearish this week. It does look as if momentum is slowing down. And if you're looking to buy into this stock right now, you may want to wait until price finds the right direction. So in this video, I'm going to conduct a price analysis for Big Bear, look at the upward moving trend and where this stock might head next. Let's take a look. I'd like to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/DavidB for the 5 best stocks to buy now. Use my special link to get $200 off their epic annual subscription. Now, if you find value in my analysis of Big Bear stock today or other stocks on my channel, you may also find value in my email newsletter. If you subscribe, I'll share with you professional trading tips to help you make more profits trading stocks. Link down below, check it out. So this week, Big Bear has dropped about 12%, looking at Monday and Tuesday's trading sessions. So it does look as if now it is a bit bearish. Sellers are in control so far this week, and there is a risk that price is going to move down towards this $6 support level. That's a real chance this week, unless the buyers come back in and start buying up this stock once again. Since April this year, Big Bear AI has been looking really bullish, and it has been moving up, making consecutive higher highs and higher lows. And you can see since this price trough back in April 2025, so a few months ago now, price started to move up to this level here. It pulled back, made a higher high, and it's made consecutive higher lows as it's began this uptrend. And you can see I've marked up this trend line, just guiding that price up towards this point here, where in that 3rd week of June this year, it did break out and it did push higher, breaking above this key level here of 462, corresponding to the peak here. Now, since that time, it did break out with 2 strong bullish weeks, making this peak up here of around about 873. Now, since that peak, price did retrace. There was some selling pressure. It got sold off back into that $6 support. And since that trough in mid-July, it has moved back up to have another go at this level here of 874. Zooming in on the daily chart, we can see price breaking out and away from this trend line, pushing up, breaking through 462, breaking through $6. It gapped up during this trading session here to create this peak. It pulled back and found support at $6, had another go at this level here, couldn't break through, sellers took control, and it has been moving down in the last couple of weeks. So it created this new trough here, about 684 last Tuesday. So that was the sort of first warning that Big Bear was losing momentum to the upside. And then price did retrace during last week. It ended up on the Thursday, trying to push back up, met resistance around about 812, and then it has been moving down. It moved down on the Friday, closed low, and so far this week, Monday and Tuesday sessions have also been bearish. Sellers are in control, and they've taken the price down to the close yesterday, around about 662. And you can see, since this price action, you can see we've got that first lower high, and now we've got that lower low. So based on Dow theory, you could have taken a trade exit based on that price action when price broke below this low here of, that was $6.90. So $6.89 would have been your exit if you're trading this stock based on an entry, somewhere down here. If you bought on the breakout, perhaps around about 462, you could have locked in around about 20 to 25% profit on this trade. So there was an exit signal yesterday based on the close being underneath this point here. So where's Big Bear heading next? Based on the current price action, it does look as if now there's a possibility that Big Bear might trade down to find support at $6 once again. And if they can hold that level and there is a reversal at $6, it could present a great opportunity to get back into the stock and either trade it back up to this level here or perhaps load up on this speculative stock long term if you're an investor. Looking at the bigger picture for Big Bear over the last 12 months, on the weekly chart, we can see that it's looking good. Big Bear's looking bullish. It has trended up nicely, since September 2024. It moved up gradually. It did have those 2 bullish weeks to create this peak around about $10 before it got sold off. It got sold off. It found a higher base around about $2.30 before moving up gradually, trending up well to this point here in June 2025, about 6 to 8 weeks ago. It broke out again, similar to this breakout here, and now it's created this high around about 870, and now it's facing a bit of selling pressure. But you can see, looking at the bigger picture, it does look as if now Big Bear more than likely will find support around about this $6 level before trying to move back up, moving up to potentially break this level here of 870, challenge $10, and then move up once again. So I think if Big Bear can hold at $6 support and buyers come back in, there's a real chance it will move back up in the short term to challenge this level once again. You can see at the moment, based on the weekly chart, price has been trading between $6 and $8, for the last 5 weeks. So you could argue it's sort of consolidating longer term between these 2 price ranges before perhaps bigger money comes in and starts to take this up towards $10 to $15. That's a possibility. Now, on the bear side, there is a risk that if Big Bear breaks $6, it might be sold off further and look for support around about this trend line here. So potentially Big Bear could come back down to maybe $5 to $5.50 to find support on this sort of 45-degree angle. That's a possibility. So right now, looking at the price action for Big Bear, it does look as if the risk is towards the downside more than the upside. There's potentially a little bit more for this stock to fall this week, perhaps into $6. So probably best to wait on this stock perhaps this week, maybe next week, to confirm who's going to take control, whether it's going to come back to 6 and settle there, find support, and then perhaps move back up, or whether it's going to be sold off further back into that trend line support around about 550. And of course, we've got earnings approaching in about 2 weeks, which also offers more volatility to this stock. Of course, this company is not profitable, it doesn't pay a dividend, so that makes it more volatile around about earnings. Of course, good earnings, it could spike up, it could also spike down. So probably best to wait after they report and the price settles down. So overall, I'm still long-term bullish on Big Bear. I think short-term it's looking bearish. And I think if you want to trade this stock, it's best to wait for a better entry just to confirm direction. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you still bullish on Big Bear? Have you traded the stock? And did you take that exit yesterday at around about 689? Thanks for watching.